Hello everyone and welcome to this month's Qubit Network's Nonprofit Spotlight. Today I'm very pleased and blessed to be here with Cary Brooks. He is the board president of the Cerebral Palsy of Northwest Indiana's Center for Possibilities. We're located in Hobart, right?
Indiana.
Yeah, almost in Lake Station.
Yeah, 22 Tyler Street.
Yep. And I was just blessed to spend about an hour here with Cary, kind of going through your facility and meeting some of your some great people here, both the clients I'll say you serve, but then also just your staff. It's it's a great.
We're blessed with a great staff.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cary, tell us a little bit about the Center for Possibilities.
Center for Possibilities was started in the early '60s as a place for students that that have cerebral palsy, special needs,
Right.
to come and not only have a place to to spend the day learning and being active, but it also gives a really necessary break to the parents who also have a continuous round-the-clock need to
Care for their kids.
to care for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was started as a place for basically students or children and adults with cerebral palsy, but we've now expanded to children and adults that have autism, for example, also Down syndrome,
Yep.
and some other issues.
Yep. And so you were telling me a little earlier how this kind of came to be, and it was just such a cool story about some prominent business people and politicians in the '60s who had a friend who was a bartender, right?
He owned the bar.
He owned the bar,
Mhm.
and he had a child who had cerebral palsy and no place to go.
No
And,
place to go.
and
Robin.
they said, we'll fix that, and they created this great place that I'm sure has helped
They did.
so many people over the last 50 some odd years. So,
Yeah.
you were telling me and showed me, right? There's kind of two sets of people that you serve, right? So there's the toddlers,
Sure.
right,
Mhm.
which is like a preschool, right?
Mhm.
And that's primarily it's for people with cerebral palsy or the autism or the Down syndrome you talked about, or their sibling.
Or their siblings. Typical children that the parents can bring both children to one facility and not have to run
Right.
different sides of town.
Yeah.
We can serve both family members.
That's awesome. And those kids usually stay in the program until they get into school age. Right?
Exactly.
And then
Mhm.
once they go to school, obviously then they can get the services that they need at the school.
They can.
Right? And then you also have adults. So we
Mhm.
went and visited them and had a lot of fun. They were doing Let's Dance and
It was cool, right?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing us all their crafts they're making and things. And so that area of your clientele is kind of like post school.
It is. Yeah.
Yep.
And some of the kids, some of the adults,
Right.
they actually started here as toddlers.
Right.
And then progressed and moved into the adult department.
Yeah.
So we've got kids that have been here longer than the staff.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it was Clint downstairs
Yep.
wanted to make sure that we knew that he was here longer than the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a very neat place here. What area do you draw from? Is it mainly Lake County?
It's Lake and Porter County.
Lake and Porter
Yeah.
County. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of a mix of both. It's not quite half and half.
Okay. Right.
So
Gotcha. Okay, so so I just want to give my own little testimonial here, right? So I was really drawn to you guys because I don't know if anybody knows, but I have a son who's 21 and has cerebral palsy, and just the people you meet, it's just so uplifting.
It is.
And I was really uplifted today, honestly.
Yeah.
This will be the best thing that happens to me this week.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
That I was able to come and spend a little time with them. So I think it's awesome what you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
And I just would love to get the word out a little bit more. So if people wanted to learn more about Center for Possibilities and Cerebral Palsy of Northwest Indiana, how would they do that?
Well, you can do it in a couple of different ways. You can go to our main page, our web page, which is centerforpossibilities.org.
Okay.
Okay. There's a donate button prominently displayed up there.
Okay.
You can also follow that page and follow what goes on during the week, during the month here
Right.
at the Center for Possibilities. You can also, there's also a link on there to our Facebook page,
Gotcha. Okay.
which is Friends of Center for Possibilities.
Okay.
And there's two different pages on Facebook. One is for the toddler department, one is for the adult department.
Gotcha.
Both of which will kind of chronicle what goes on during the week. It shows what the students are up to,
Gotcha.
some of the things that they're learning. It's pretty inspiring to see
Yeah.
what they're doing here.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, I can't give the staff enough credit
Yeah.
because
So-
they're just amazing.
Yeah, you could tell the passion they had and the pride they had in telling, what they're doing for their
Yeah.
for their kids and things.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then if people wanted to help, what would be the best path for that?
Well,
I'm assuming like every non-for-profit, funding is a thing.
funding is always a challenge for us. We've been blessed with a lot of generosity in the public and different civic groups in the area. We've been really blessed with that. Funding is always a challenge.
Okay. And your website, I'm sure, has a place that people can donate.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right on the main page of centerforpossibilities.org, you'll find a donate button. I believe it's in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
You can click on there and donate through there, or you can contact the staff here directly.
Okay.
Any type of donation of any kind, monetary or supplies, is
Sure.
always appreciated.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, again, you guys were all generous with your time, and just I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you for
All right.
your attention. I greatly
Yeah.
appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.